Welcome back to Outrage Science Bites. I'm David Beckmeyer, and this is day 6 of our 30-day journey exploring how we bridge our divides. So far, we've talked about what bridging is, where it happens, and how we move from talk to action. But here's a tougher question. Can we have real, honest debate without everyone having to move to the middle? In other words, do we need to be more moderate to get along, or can people with strong convictions still have productive, respectful conversations? That's today's question. How do you create an environment that encourages constructive debate without requiring people to hold more moderate views? Answering that is Melanie Trecek-King, founder of Thinking is Power. She helps people sharpen their critical thinking and navigate disagreements with curiosity instead of combat, and without watering down what they believe. Here's Melanie.
That moderate thing, that's another one of those where when I bring up these kinds of issues on social media, people tend to bring that kind of stuff up, where it's the idea, and it's fallacious actually, where the assumption is you're arguing for a position in the middle between two extreme positions. Um, like even the idea of moderate, and I'm going to take a slightly ambiguous use, let's say, like as a political moderate. I think the common misconception about political moderates is that they hold moderate, like in between positions on all topics. And to me, that's not what a moderate is, or even an independent. Let's say we use those things synonymously. It is someone who evaluates different positions independent of each other and independent of their tribal beliefs. And so one could hold a position over here on an issue and a position over here on a different issue, because to me, what they're trying to do is determine what the best position is on any particular issue. And I think that's commendable, actually. Um, but I also worry, I worry that we want other people to change their minds, but we punish them for doing so. Meaning like, um, let's say somebody on the other side changes their mind on a topic or expresses a position on an issue that's closer to yours. They risk losing their tribe doing that. But then where are they going to go? Especially if you are like, oh, well, you used to say this and now you say this. And oh, what am I just supposed to accept that you're changing your mind on this? And oh, that was so stupid that you believe that. And all of that's ostracizing them when if maybe, and I'm an idealist on this, but my position is we should be trying to figure out what true is and how to work together in the best possible way to improve everyone's lives. And what that means is we're gonna have to work together, and we can't just take positions based on what our tribe takes. And so, yeah, that means changing your mind with the evidence. It means allowing others the space to change their minds as well. Um, and being kind with people, not chastising them for changing their mind. I also like, I don't know about you. I hear this a lot where, they're flip-flopping.
Yeah,
Like, why is changing your mind with evidence a bad thing?
right. In politics, that's like a huge insult to say they're a flip-flopper, right?
Yeah. I would say there's something else that's important with that question, and it's the difference between an underlying value and so as a scientist, for example, there's a lot of science-based issues where people accept a tribal position that is not necessarily in alignment with the consensus. When that happens, when scientific positions become tribal, they're very difficult to dislodge. But the underlying reason for why somebody doesn't accept the science is usually a value, or it's a tribal position, or it's an identity issue. Like the climate change denial tends to be motivated by not liking government regulation. So if I don't like the idea that the government can solve a problem, I'm going to deny the problem that the government could solve. And now that has been attached so strongly with the conservative identity that that it's just tribal. But if I want to talk to somebody who's not accepting human-caused climate change, coming at them with my facts is not going to do it, right? Because that's not why they deny that. And so we could get bogged down for, endless amounts of time yelling at each other about facts when we could probably make more ground much quicker if we talk to each other about what we have in common, about the kinds of reasons why we believe what we believe.
That's all for today's episode of Outrage Science Bites. Stay curious, and until next time, I'm David Beckmeyer. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy these Science Bites episodes, you may enjoy the long-form Outrage Overload podcast at outrageoverload.net.